It's going to be Toxicity. This is best of 3, and we are live into Cure here for the Open Duel Bronze Final between jokO and Fiend.
Alright, I'm on jokO off the beginning. He's going to be getting red side of the map and just move his way over to rail. This is a very standard start. Fiend getting the Mega relatively late. Maybe jokO's going to be able to have a guess as to when it's going to spawn. He's actually completely uninterrupted getting the yellow armor, and Fiend lets him get the LG for free as well, so I think jokO's had a pretty easy time these first 20 seconds.
We're building into this red fight, but jokO, he will take the fight to Fiend, and I don't know why, but Fiend just stood there and fight. I'm pretty sure that's a moment where you're like, okay, I run away now, but Fiend, he's got balls of steel.
He tried to man up there, he tried to man up a lot, but he just simply wasn't hitting enough LG to really give jokO any sense of fear. And LG again looking a little bit wobbly, but he should be holding steady. He might even be able to get another kill. Mega, I'll be very surprised if he doesn't get it.
Certainly, red is coming up very soon as well, so you don't want to dilly-dally in this fight. jokO is still just taking it really slow. Fiend just going to go through it. Nice mid-air connected there by jokO. And I think the trend we've seen from Fiend is just, he has no fear, no concern for his own well-being.
Oh, well, Fiend managed to steal the red armor, and jokO is running out of ammunition and all of the big weapons, but he is going to finally get himself a third frag. Starting to be low on health and armor. This yellow will be very helpful. Is he going to be able to continue this this control and this killing spree?
It's very shaky because Fiend keeps just running at him in spots where perhaps he shouldn't, but it is leaving jokO a little bit low, so he's a bit vulnerable to a good rocket or two, and Fiend is going to try and do that right now over at this red armor. jokO up the stairs, going to just deal with business. It's looking a little too straightforward for jokO, isn't it?
Yeah, fighting skills are solid. Fiend looking pretty shaky, to be honest. Is this jokO's map pick? Because I'd imagine it is. Fiend being an old schooler would presumably pick a map older than Cure, as it's very new in the pool.
Indeed, and this 4-0 lead is definitely building and building and building. Fiend does have 95 armor to show off with, but he would really do well to try and reserve some of it. jokO's been quite good at just trying to face him in the positions where he wants to pressure from, instead of just going to the armor straight up. He's cutting off, the whole area, and that's catching Fiend off quite well so far. And that really is a testament to what you're saying. jokO thinks about the items a lot.
Right, he does. He looked a bit shaky. Like there's a minute where he's still trying to get the hang of when they were going to spawn, but I think he's got it under control at the moment. He really wants to get the kill before this red armor spawns. Fiend trying his best to dodge. He actually survives to the point where he can pick up the red, so maybe he can still be a nuisance on the map to jokO. Rail missed. We've got a shotgun for Fiend. This could be a kill if he decides to just go balls to the wall.
And you think Nurse comes into this one at all, Zoot?
I think so. I think they really want to get top 3 and get that payout that so far Zyrex and Gerber have actually denied from him.
Got quite a lot of experience on Fiend. Perhaps he's going to be able to be more comfortable in this spot. Hard to say really, but he's making a play on that red. He will pick it up, but can he deal with the damage of jokO? It looks like he's going to get out of there alive, and jokO did take quite a few solid hits there, so that's going to buy Fiend some time, but Fiend's still behind on that stack. This red armor is going to be really interesting.
I'm going to actually switch over to Fiend, because he looks like he's starting to assert himself a bit on the map. He's got to make sure he wins this fight. He goes with the rockets. jokO's a bit slow to get the red. Yeah, Fiend could have gone and made a risky play over there. And he turns out late to the red armor in the end. I think that's pretty messy stuff for Fiend. Yeah, he just expected it to spawn there.
The map awareness needs to come into play more from Fiend. Getting caught out in the open there, no way to escape jokO's LG. He is going to go down 6-0 now, and it feels as if Fiend is trying out new things constantly, but nothing is quite going his way just yet. 6-0 is just racking up frag upon frag. Another big item for jokO. The Mega on this map's really precarious. I don't expect Fiend to make plays for that, but he just keeps finding fights that just aren't so good for him.
Yes, he's being aggressive at the wrong time, and jokO, his defensive plays are working out amazingly. It's not like Fiend is playing the Zyrex game where he's able to do lots of damage out of control. He's picking the fights at the wrong time and simply not executing well enough.
And so just business as usual for jokO, taking those items. Fiend making a bit of a late showing there, just saying hi and then leaving jokO to pick up the Mega as well. And he's got a very tight stranglehold on the entire map at this point. It's looking better than it has at any other point of the match for jokO. Fiend, though, is running with 100 armor, so good rocket or two just like that, and he can make this one happen.
Oh, jokO, gotta be very careful. He seems a little bit concerned right now. Thinks he might drop a kill, and he's gonna back off. That's still a good play from jokO. I actually think that he's looking a lot better than he looked yesterday. He seems to be a lot more aware of what's going on. He's not just tunnel visioned on the items, and he's doing some damage at a good point. So let's see if jokO can keep this up through the second half of the game that we're now on.
Fiend with that last play over the red did actually manage to do very well getting himself back in control, but jokO with an unpunished mega pickup is now taking prominence on the map once more, and he's going to get that red armor. So Fiend's good work is all for naught now, and he's going to be stuck. Oh, is he going to get fragged? jokO coming in, and there you go, number 8. Fiend back to the drawing board.
I can hear a couple of shouts coming from the tournament area. I think emotions are starting to settle in now for Fiend and jokO. But this is good. Like, if jokO plays a really solid defensive game, there's no reason why he can't keep this scoreline or a greater one till the end of the match. Well, this is where we've really got to see Fiend step up to the game. He's got the mega health. He really needs a little bit of armor. These shards aren't going to cut it, so just get the yellow. Try and get some focus going on to the next red. This could really set up Fiend for a comeback here in the second half.
He's being very, very sneaky there, but jokO is going to root him out of that position over at the red armor. jokO hasn't really lost any stack here. He's going to be able to drop down onto this pretty safely. LG coming out to defend him, and Fiend will fall. Another okay aggression by Fiend, but at the end, jokO's item management is working out wonders for him.
It is. Fiend's LG actually looked pretty good there, just tracking him down very nicely, but look at that. At the right time, jokO's going to be able to put loads of items. That rocket, sure, it's going to dent his stack a bit, but he's still going to be able to get position on this red.
Just waiting patiently. And again, this is what we talked about before, where he is just trying to cut off all angles of possible pressure, as Fiend is maybe thinking, oh, you know, the red's coming up, I could jump in, do some damage from the distance. jokO's there to deny that, and a bit of an awkward skirmish there, but Fiend gets away.
jokO's rockets have also been much better. Oh, the LG from Fiend. This is looking good, but there's just not got enough health to sustain himself. 10-0 right now. And jokO wants to get onto the red. Looking for damage on Fiend here. A rail before going to the red armor would have been great, but he's going to be happy with this. He can just chase Fiend down with the lightning. He just goes through the teleport because Fiend does not have that rocket launcher. This is going to be an 11th frag for jokO. What a dominant map one from him. Shotgun for Fiend. Is this finally going to be the kill? It is. But is it too little, too late?
It is good to see him get one on the board, but there's only 2.5 minutes left at this point. Red is coming up, and he's not super strong, and jokO there with a challenge out of the telly. Great rockets coming in from Fiend. You're going to have to rack up more than that, though, and he's looking quite fragile at this point. The Mega could just make all the difference for him, but can he hightail it over there at time, and can he do it unpunished? So no sign of jokO.
The yellow's up. Fiend's going to be able to get this as well. But he's going to stop caring about the items right now. He's been pretty aggressive this whole game, so I can imagine that's what he's thinking about right now. He just spotted him. He goes up the bounce pad. Fiend should be getting another kill. And pretty easy, pretty clean. And this is going to allow him to continue. But it's a lot. 8 frags now in just under 2 minutes. There's Fiend on a mission right now. jokO, you cannot throw this.
It would be quite special if that happened.
A throw of epic proportions.
Fiend, though, is going to keep the charge going, keep the item circulation going as well, and jokO getting a tiny bit of breathing room. But oh, actually, he's going to fall into Fiend's crosshair, and that was a huge, huge error there from jokO. Doesn't want to fight Fiend at all. I don't know how he let that happen, but now Fiend is really looking very good, but only 60 seconds left.
He's got to stop going for the items right now. He's just going for the kills. He's got not much LG. Switch to the rockets over here. A little bit late, but does get the kill. 6 frags to go. There's a frag every 10 seconds he needs to get. And he really needs LG ammo. That's been a big, big weapon on him to make these 5 frags so far. Stop waiting for the red Fiend. Just go. Just go. You've got to take the risk. You put yourself in a situation where you've got to be going for everything. 2 rails. He's going to have to go down and find another one.
Good decision from jokO not to just go and take the red, to just leave out any possibility of Fiend making those clutch rails. And I love hearing the Doppler of the rockets whooshing by there. And Fiend is still on the chase, but as you said, he needed to make a pretty high amount of frags in a very low amount of time.
This last minute, he hasn't had a single one, and he needs to get all 6 frags, so it looks like jokO, his defensive plays are going to work nicely. He did enough damage as well to force Fiend into picking up another red before chasing again. So that's one of the games. So jokO, he's putting himself on match point here in the Duel Open Bronze Finals of QuakeCon 2014. GG.
And it looked quite comfortable. I mean, we go to Furious Heights, and we did see that with jokO against Syrinx. And Syrinx was really effective at just railing the crap out of him. Fiend, maybe he was watching that match. Maybe he wants to try his hand at some railing.
That's Fiend right there, guys. Yeah, he looks a bit stressed.
He does look quite stressed.
He does.
Someone give him a hug, please.
To be honest, though, like at the first 5 minutes of that game, Fiend's aim in general, it looked kind of really shaky. And then when he actually started getting control, his LG was hitting really damn hard. So
yeah, maybe
now that we get into the next map, we're going to see a new Fiend. Furious Heights, I've just seen that they call both the map. That's going to be the second one. I think that Fiend can do this, and I'll be very surprised if he can't. Looks like we're getting ourselves into game right now. I'm actually going to watch Fiend off the beginning of this and see if he can get himself a good start. And he got Mega Side. Again, he had Mega Side start on Cure, and now he's going to get it here. This would allow him to get the LG very early on. Let's see if he decides to put the pressure onto the second red spawn.
Yeah, he's got to be very careful here. He knows his opponent doesn't have an LG yet. He knows his opponent most likely has a rail and that he should attack from high or be getting the LG. So this is a great position to hold. And look at that, he's going to catch jokO going for that LG. Has the rail though, so can't get too eager to peek these angles. And jokO finding another way to pressure, just has to get that damage out. And Fiend did well there. He's going to get this yellow. This should be a good pressure into this next Mega, but he's being a bit slow.
Yeah. He had to move immediately. He wanted to go for some extra damage, and jokO's going to get a great rail. That was absolutely essential for Fiend.
So Fiend, once again, look at this control, these choke points in this upper area, really locking his opponent jokO out of this red armor. This is much, much better stuff from Fiend. Looks much more controlled, much more aware in map number 2. Maybe a bit of those nerves are edging off, and this, of course, is a much better map for him.
He's an experienced player, so I can imagine Fiend is able to handle the nerves at this high level, but maybe it's been a while. He's an old-school pro. Let's see if he can actually push it and get himself a kill. He's going to have to be quick onto the Mega so that he can go straight over to the red as soon as it spawns. And he's taking his time. jokO, he should be able to go down and get himself an extra 100 armor. There it is. You can see it on the timer board.
Here's Fiend does find jokO over the rail.
Uh-oh. This is going to be bad for Fiend, but jokO looked like he was slipping up a little bit in the end. Fiend can't find a rail angle. That might have even gotten him a kill.
And both players are ridiculously low. What a connection.
Shot.
Fiend is really turning the nerves into some really controlled rails here, and that's really painful for jokO. We know that his weakness is to get railed by these players that have such high accuracies on that weapon, and go for another channel challenge.
Sick. Is he going to get another one? Oh, he can't quite get the third in a row. And that red that jokO just took a second ago is completely gone. I think Fiend is he warming up right now, just mid-match?
He needs to. He has no lifeline left. It is match point for jokO.
And he's got a lower yellow that he can pick as well and put himself into virtually 200-200. This would be a monster stack, but looks good regardless. jokO might actually be able to get himself over to the rail yellow armor.
So Mega's up now. Fiend trying to, again, be very, very diligent. Make sure that no pressure's coming in long range. And now he's back to red. Good rotation here. You can see that there's a nice split between that Mega and red. But now Fiend didn't delay the red, and also they're both spawning at the same time. This could be a very good time for jokO to get in on these next two big items as they spawn.
Ooh. Fiend took a while for him to spawn on the side just then. Another rail coming from jokO. So maybe some pressure coming out. Fiend handling it all right, but that massive stack he had a few moments ago has been evaporated. He needs to get one or both of these major items to at least continue contesting control. Let's see, the Mega's up, and jokO's not in a position to get it. This is really good news for Fiend right now, but he's got to execute. jokO keeps hitting rockets, but the rail will land. He makes it happen in the end. He desperately wants that tiebreaker map.
He's on that 62% rail right now at 5 of 8 hits. Fiend very reliable so far. jokO with the shotgun though, very annoying, almost taking Fiend down. That was really really hairy right there. And Fiend, though, he's still continuing this cycle. But I wonder if jokO is going to feel like, okay, now it's time to slow the game down, or if he's going to keep the pressure up. Both are viable options, but...
He should have just seen that jokO got the LG, because it just respawned in front of him. So we'll see if he's going to take that into consideration for his next fight. He's got the Mega, and then he's going to rush down to the red armor and hope that if jokO's in the way, then he wants to push him out. He's going to be red armor for jokO, but Fiend going in with the LG. Still got a decent amount of stack left. Does he want to push through? He does, but... Oh, rail missed by jokO, in fact. So Fiend still should have the edge in the control here on Furious Heights.
He certainly does, but jokO becoming slowly and slowly more and more dangerous. Good.
Oh, wow.
Use of the choke points there. Rockets from jokO Strong holding onto that position, dropping down for the red armor as it's spawning again, locking Fiend away over at the rail side of the map. Has that red to fall back onto. The pressure there for Fiend with that opponent that could maybe rail him from below. And back onto the Mega again. jokO looking in control of things here.
Oh, he misses the jump. This is going to be horrible. jokO's going to be able to get on it. He's dropping down with the LG. Fiend of 16 health left. This is going to be jokO getting onto the board just as we're reaching the halfway point. And he can actually get the lower yellow as well. If he wants to control the whole map, it's free for him to do so.
5-minute warning.
jokO running those items very well. And we know that a great place for jokO to be right now is with those strong fundamentals. Making sure his positioning is good, turning up for those items on time, keeping a nice little pattern going with the route around the map. And so far it's been working out for him. Fiend has been hitting some great shots, but the stack difference is overwhelming and he started to miss a few rails. So Fiend's major advantage has been that rail, and in goes jokO.
This is going to be another kill. Actually, Fiend manages to push him out, and jokO, he likes items. He might just try and circle the Mega again, knowing that he's got a lot of time left on the map. He can just perpetuate his control.
Yeah, playing the pressure game is jokO leaving up that Mega to try to see if he can get more damage in. Because he had the time, he locked his opponent away. Fiend didn't have a chance to get to that Mega before him ever, and now he's back to the red. So jokO is doing everything he needs to get these two frags to tie up the game.
Yeah, Fiend's feeling a little bit suffocated in the map at the moment, but fortunately for Fiend, jokO's not landing the rail, so he's actually getting away quite a lot, pushes jokO down to the ground, and Fiend might be able to snatch a yellow armor. Oh wow, the rocket's gonna hit as well. jokO's control is falling apart.
And it really comes down to hitting those shots.
Lovely.
And there is one. Of course, as you said, Fiend had been suffocated, but his damage output is great. jokO makes the clutch rail, and Fiend, oh, he gets the steal. This could turn very bad very quickly, but jokO does steal away, and he will be back onto that Mega.
Fiend, is he going to go and get himself low yellow and rail? Because if he wants to do so, he should have done that already. He's only just moving into it. This is bad time, but he catches jokO with the LG as he drops. jokO might not want to commit, but he keeps dropping down. Fiend's going to put him on 4 health. That went horribly. And now red, Fiend should have this as well. He managed to make 2 frags towards Fiend's lead, but he's got the hardest one to make yet.
3 minutes left, 1 frag. jokO slowly making it happen, but he's not looking nearly as good as he was earlier as far as stack is concerned. Fiend a little bit shakier than the start of the game as well. A good position on him. Not many cells on that LG. Really needs to pick that LG up again. There it is. Red up on the spot. jokO not nearby enough to take it away. And Fiend knows exactly where he is now.
I wonder if Fiend is playing this defensively already, because he could easily have just shot a rocket or something into that corridor. I would have presumed that he would have heard jokO running around there. Good rail here from jokO. Looking for another, but it's going to be return fire from Fiend. Oh, once again, and it's still 5 seconds until the Mega. jokO dropping down. He wants to get some extra resources, but he's going to be LG. Fiend, can you get the kill? Extend that lead once again, and 1 step closer to getting a tiebreaker. But he's just picked up the Mega, which hasn't healed him that much, and jokO's just going to take the red in front of his face.
Really nice still hit. jokO, if he could land a rail, that would be perfect. Absolutely perfect moving forwards. He isn't able to really connect much though, and Fiend is going to escape with the stack that he had, and even build on it with that yellow. There is a great rail from jokO. He needs to connect more because he can't allow Fiend to get on this red, because an easy Mega should follow that. No pressure at all then.
Oh, Fiend, you shouldn't be going there. I think he...
Oh, this is a bad map awareness now from jokO, waiting for that red armor. It's very far away.
jokO's by the red armor?
Yeah.
Fiend missed out on the Mega, so maybe we're going to see them collect over that. Or unless Fiend has remembered the mega timing and is just trying to stay off the map and not get into any hairy fights.
Yeah, jokO took the mega now, so he is going to be put to the limit as he has to get 2 frags in the next minutes. He has a great stack to do it, but Fiend is pretty stacked himself. Here they go.
Oh, he's going with the plasma. Now the LG out. Fiend, you didn't want to be in this fight at all. Is he going to be able to win it? No. 52 health left for jokO. And maybe the dream is real. Maybe he can still get himself into the 3rd place. He's just tied it up. He had 18 or so health left. Fiend, you are crumbling, mate.
And jokO not wanting to take his chances after firing the first shot is alright. I tied up the game against all the odds. Let's just take it slow from here and try to build up that stack. Fiend has 150 armor, so he's not going to be any kind of a pushover den into the fights that are coming in the future. So jokO's got to be careful. He's getting caught out of position. Fiend might make this happen.
Where's Fiend coming from? He's chasing him. jokO's very weak. 19 health left. Make it 12. He's going to drop down. Oh, and he's going to get taken down by the shotgun. Fiend is going to have the lead with just over 20 seconds to go. I am going to go back over to jokO's point of view. See what he can do. He's hit one rail over here. He can't hit the next one. 15 seconds left for him to get some shots in. And he has to chase. He's got to take the risks. The yellow's up. Fiend is just hiding at the moment. He moves in. But where are the rails? Why won't they hit? There's one, but Fiend can't get the shotgun down. That's going to be shut down. 6-4, and we will get the tiebreaker here in the bronze finals of the Duel Open.
That is nuts. What a crazy game. And going into the next map, it's toxicity. I can't help but feel like that is going to benefit Fiend so much more than it will jokO.
I think you're right, actually. I think Fiend might be a little bit more comfortable there. He should have a bit of practice, having played CPM quite a lot on it. jokO, though, maybe if his timing, his control is really good, maybe he can pull something out of the bag. We'll just have to see in a couple of moments. But you could see the tension in the game at the end. jokO not quite able to hit the shots that he needed to.
And both of them
he almost did.
Forgetting, oh, Mega's up, Red's up, what's happening? Both of them kind of losing the
if
idea of what's happening on the map as well.
Did it on purpose, though. He seemed very defensive. But we're getting into the tiebreaker map right now between jokO and Fiend here in the bronze finals. Let's get into game. I'm on jokO off the beginning. He's going to get a rocket. This should open him up for a mega and at least 1 yellow.
Alright, he's going to have to make up for the difference in aim here with just good positioning, good control, and try to abuse Fiend and try to lure him into some good traps and abuse the fact that he might want to take certain shots. And jokO right now, his damage output is really efficient. That's a nice little flick rail. We can see Fiend's already losing the edge on the armor situation. Red's up on the spot. There is the challenge.
Good LG from jokO. Nicely defended. Maybe he's even going to be able to challenge for the mega health after that.
This is well played by jokO so far. Great start from him.
Impressive.
And Fiend's very weak. See from your screen, is on about 50 health at the moment. He's going to have to do a little bit of running right now if he wants to stay alive and still contest for first blood. Oh, you can hear him screaming up there. jokO just shaving away health point by health point.
Yeah, he's got 93 health now. He just picked up a yellow. He's on 50 armor, able to evade. I can't help but feel like it's quite the achievement that Fiend has managed to survive for so long here against jokO.
Fiend does manage to get himself a little bit of health at the moment. Just putting a bit of pressure on. Some good dodge we're getting from Fiend, actually. And jokO still can't finish the job. Rail is missing, and Fiend is just legging it through the teleporter. Is he going to be able to cut him off at all? He finds him at the bottom, but Fiend continues to run. And he might actually be able to hop up a little bit. And he just stole the red armor in front of him. Does Fiend have enough health to survive, though?
16 is not very much. Even if he does survive, he's lost any chance at having any items now because he will just die in any fight. So this is a really, really good time for jokO to just clean house, take all the items, and just really strangle Fiend.
There we go. jokO gets the first kill here in map number 3. And it's going to result in him getting the mega. Red will go to Fiend, however. He's only got the rail. He needs to hit at least 1 rail of it. Another would be brilliant. He does. Maybe another to get the kill and tie it up. jokO gets up before he can reload any more. And the yellow is going to give him somewhat of a level of security.
Yeah, the rail again being a very big difference. It seems very hard for jokO to just find these frags. He's got good item control. He's taking a lot of those. He's getting good positions, but he needs to connect these shots. Finally, Fiend will fall. That's 2 frags now for jokO, looking for the damage off the spawn.
And it's definitely jokO's control, as you said there, is really helping him out an enormous quantity. This is Not totally what I expected, because the pace of this map can be quite flustering for any player, basically. And he's handling it brilliantly. Fiend, I think he just needs to keep on hitting his shots, because his aim has been very solid from what we've seen in this bronze final. Like that LG right there, that's what we need to see, Fiend. 12 health left for jokO, and he might just have to give up a load of items. But is Fiend going to attack at the red? Oh, the rail's going to shut him down after such a great fight. That is a big shame for Fiend. But jokO went to the wrong item. This leaves up something open for Fiend to take if he's aware of it.
The thing is that Fiend should very well assume that the Mega was taken by jokO, so it actually works out quite well. It's quite a safe gamble to go for. And we could actually see the previous fight where jokO got low. He actually had a way better position to LG from than his opponent. He should have had much more damage output, but it's just a testament to the difference in aim between the two players and how jokO is compensating by trying to just have this strangulating grip on all the items and just starving Fiend as much as possible.
He's much more aware of all the items, and it is helping him out to no end, because although Fiend's aim is good, his damage output is decent, it's just not quite enough to match the level of items that are being picked up by jokO. jokO is going to be able to push in, looking for the rail shot, but Fiend just gets out of the way. There's 5 seconds left until the red. jokO, he's going to open up the angles right now in case he's over there. So I think Fiend's run already, and he's just going to walk into a rocket. 4-0 right now. A slow toxicity game, though, you could say.
It really is.
Oh, he doesn't let him burn. The manners we've got for jokO as he claims the 5th kill.
It's all about the fact that jokO, it's very hard for him to find kills, but at the same time, Fiend can't really challenge him easily because he's so outstacked all the time. So it really is a lot to be deciphered. Fiend's item game.
Good
great
damage.
Yeah, great push.
And I think if Fiend can keep up this damage output at the same time and just getting his head on the items, we could see him come back in this quite easily, I think.
Oh yeah, if Fiend is able to get some kind of swing of items, it could get really nasty very quickly for jokO. Obviously, you know, jokO, it's going to be much harder for him to win control back, and Fiend going to get caught by quite the nasty rocket after picking up that mega health, and that should even things up. In fact, puts it about 70 resources in the favor of jokO, but we all know Fiend's LG is untouchable. That was, what, 30 damage done to Fiend, whereas Fiend did like 200.
Oh, the rail just comes out. There's 12 health left for jokO, but what's the spawn going to be for Fiend? He's going to be able to actually jump down for the red armor. He's got the LG. I think he was thinking of chasing directly. There it is, jokO. He can't get out of the way in time. And if Fiend can get himself over to the Mega right now, he's got all the important weapons. Great movement, actually. And this should be the Mega if he doesn't die. Wow, 29 health left. And he's going up the top. He's going to get the yellow first. The Mega still untouched by the players, but I think jokO's running towards it now. Rail for Fiend. Can he land one? Oh, he's just going to miss it. jokO going with the rockets. And the red is up. And jokO looks like he's going to take a position to try and do some damage. Oh no, he actually walked in to go for the item. A bit of a bad move there. That cost him quite a lot of health.
Yeah, bait would have been much nicer, and Fiend is finally going to get the kill. So this is what we were talking about. You know, finally Fiend is actually getting some items. What is jokO going to do about this? Rockets are hurting Fiend quite a lot, but if he just has to find like the 5th of it, and he is going to look great. The Mega's also going to work, but that rail, that changes everything. And jokO's been on point with that Mega timing, but does he really want to take this rail duel with Fiend?
Uh-oh. 2 health left. Fiend is going to go find a health point. He's just going to manage to walk past, and the rail's going to hit, and the 225s were just in sight. Fiend a little bit greedy for those HP bubbles. Oh, that rocket as well. That's going to hurt in the morning. jokO, maybe he's going to be able to find the lower yellow, and his control's going to start coming back into play. He can smell that cash prize. Only 3rd place is going to get a payout in this bronze final Duel Open.
3 frags the difference, and look at that, jokO going to find Fiend looking for those cheeky rails, but jokO has the answers. Another Mega picked up, and he's been so strong on those. I mean, I'm just going to take a look at the items here. 1 Mega has gone to Fiend the entire map so far. 10 going to jokO. He's been really grinding those Megas.
Fiend's damage though, surely he's been doing a better damage on the map. Fiend's managed to get the red armor, but he's going to be very weak on health. jokO though, he's completely run out. The rocket's going to be good, but only 28 health left. This comeback could still be made very real if Fiend can just start getting himself on those items and shave away the remaining health points of jokO.
Yeah, Fiend is on about the same damage as jokO. jokO's been the one with all the control, so...
Oh, those rockets are brilliant. Fiend actually does a relatively clean kill for considering the health and armor he had. He hasn't got an LG, but he's just picked up 2 big items in a row. Rocket jump up. There's a fakie on purpose.
Definitely. No doubt about it. 9 to 5. jokO is definitely doing a better and better job here. The rockets to repel Fiend, and Fiend is definitely hurting, but he's going to actually find the kill in the end. And there is the yellow as a reward as well. Red is coming up. That's going to be important for Fiend to grab that. And we don't see sign of jokO. Where is he at? He's got a yellow, so he can work with this. Going to find himself Fiend. That's going to lock him out of the Mega, but Fiend, I hope he doesn't chase for the frag here. That's good. Going to see him taking that Mega. And once again, Fiend, with 2 minutes left and 3 frags behind, he looks like he can do this.
Oh, this is good. His control's looking great. His LG's looking fantastic. And now it's 2 frags between them. Just about a minute and a half left. And jokO looking like he wants to go slightly defensive. Fiend might be able to catch him out again. Plasma from jokO. Not hitting much at the moment. Fiend, you cannot lose position on the red. It's more important you pick up the item and get the frag later.
And 90 seconds left in this one. Fiend is just charging across the entire map trying to find jokO, who is so low. How long can he keep himself out of the crosshairs of Fiend? Not long enough. 9 to 8, just 1 frag, and Fiend doesn't look like he's giving up on these items anytime soon. This last stretch could be all that he needs to close it out.
He's just found him in sight. He's got such a stack. He's going to chase down no matter what. jokO, you've got to get out of there somehow. Back off. Got a real Fiend is going to narrowly miss that, but the red behind him, he hasn't picked it up. And
I love that rocket jump though.
He's going to find jokO right now. jokO's going to see that he didn't take the red, so thinks that he's going to be quite low. jokO gets the kill!
Oh my
45 seconds left. Fiend, if you took the red, that frag probably would have been yours.
Fiend is just going in right now. He does not care at all. And he gets that kill with the rocket jump up, but he still needs one more to tie this one up. He's got 30 seconds left. He has 150 health, so he can do this. And there goes jokO with the LG.
Sick LG there from jokO. Is this going to be enough to save him the game? Going to go back over to Fiend. He's got a rail. Is this going to be like the end last time? Well, it's actually jokO. He's going to be able to hit the shots, and that is going to be shutting it down. jokO, 12 to 9. He's got enough time with the respawn delay to get the win here in the bronze final of the Duel Open. And Fiend, he's going to be coming to terms with this in a short while. There's 12 to 10, the final score. GG.
A good game's called. jokO says, "I love you, buddy." They're obviously the best of friends.
Yeah, there's some good friendship over here. They would have played with each other a lot of times over various QuakeCons. They're regulars over here, so. But it definitely would have been a very heated match for them. Great last map. I really enjoyed watching that.
Definitely, and I think that means that we are done on this area now, and the rest of the games today will be...
There is definitely from 9 o'clock CDT. That's going to be when the finals start on the main stage.
Exactly.
We might, though, have a couple of interviews or something lurking afterwards, so you guys should definitely stay tuned. Big thanks, though, to everyone who's been watching and following over on the 3rd day now.
And also, Zoot, who knows when those Intel guys are going to show up with those raffles. Those SSDs are flying.
Exactly. You never know when they're going to pop up. Anyway, guys, we're going to go on a short break. We're going to hopefully get another couple of interviews for you in a very short while. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you in a bit.